Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books and beyond. I'm your host. I'm Renee. The co-host just jumped down off the couch and is right here looking for her snack, which today's snack is goldfish. But anyway, I'm going to do this fairly quickly. You can see I'm in a different environment than my home. We'll talk about that another time in another video. But let's just go ahead and get started with this tag. It is Tag Tuesday. It is the last day of the year. So Happy New Year, everybody. And let's get the prompts real quick. So this is called the Rapid Fire BookTube tag. And I was tagged by Pat at bookchatwithpat. And this tag was originally created by GirlReading, which apparently is no longer an active channel. So answer the following prompts in rapid fire without spending time thinking too much about each response. And I really need to do that because I don't think that my microphone has that much batteries. So here we go. Tag question number 1, ebook or physical book? I prefer the physical book. Number 2, paperback or hardback? I prefer hardback, although there may be some instances where paperback's a little bit better, but generally hardback. Number 3, online or in-store book shopping. Same thing there. I prefer in-store. Every once in a while, it may be a better situation to just do it online. I probably do as much online as I do in-store, but I prefer in-store. Number 4, trilogies or series. I guess I would say series if I had to pick between those two. And I really need to catch up on some series. That reminds me again. Number 5, heroes or villains. I mean, I'll take heroes. I usually identify much more with the hero, so, but you have to have a villain too, right? So number 6, a book you want everyone to read. I'll have to come back to that one, I think. That one takes a little more thinking. Recommend an underrated book. I saw that question earlier, and I saw Pat do it as well. And so I did have a minute to think about it, but there were 2 underrated books, I thought, that were very good that I read this past year that came to mind almost right away. One is called Interesting Facts About Space, which was, I think, my February book club selection. And it is by Emily Austin. That was a good book that I never hear anybody else talk about. And then the other one was The Lion Women of Tehran. It's getting fairly popular, but I really don't hear people on BookTube talk about it. But I did notice the other day on Goodreads that there were quite a few reviews of it. Can't remember the author's name, to be honest. Number 8, the last book you finished. I just finished Tampa Heat by Thad Diaz. That was a book that I bought when I was in Florida. Number 9, what was the last book you bought? Yesterday, I went to a used bookstore. I bought 2 of the books that are in the Theodore Boone series by John Grisham, and I also bought Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry, which is part of the Giver series. Number 10, weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark. Well, right now I'm using a Kleenex, so not a dirty one. It's a clean one, folded. Number 11, used books, yes or no? Used books, hells to the yeah. I love used books. I actually prefer them, to be truthful. Number 12, top 3 favorite genres. Thriller, nature, adventure, and mystery. 13, borrow or buy. I tend to buy more, not against borrowing. And I like to have other people borrow my books because I just like to see if they enjoy them. Number 14, character or plot. Ooh, that's a tough one. It really depends on the kind of story. Wow. Probably overall character, though. 15 long or short books. I'll go in the middle, in between. I know I'm probably not supposed to do that, but yeah, in between. 16 long or short chapters. Definitely short. I like those short chapters. They're awesome. James Patterson sometimes has some that are just like one paragraph. Perfect. Number 17, name the first 3 books you think of. Okay. Let's see. Well, I have to say it, of course, The Women by Kristen Hanna. Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. And let's see, one that I haven't already mentioned. Something else. We'll come back to that one too. Let's see. 18, books that make you laugh or cry. Yes, I like both. Both are great. I'm trying to think of the last book that I shed a tear about. Probably The Nickel Boys. There's a book by Colson Whitehead. Number 19, Our World or Fictional Worlds. Definitely Our World. I'm not too much on the fantasy stuff. 20, audiobooks, yes or no? Again, hells to the yes. I really like audiobooks, especially if the narrator is really good. A minute ago, the sun wasn't coming in here. Just like a minute ago. I'm not kidding. 21, did you ever judge a book by its cover? I'd love to say no, but that's not true. Absolutely, I've judged a book by its cover. I've selected books by their covers. I'm not sure if I'm really judging them, but you know, when I see an interesting cover, it will usually make me more likely to pick up the book and at least take a look at what's going on with it and see if I think it's something that I would like. Book to movie or book to TV adaptations. I don't care. I don't watch either movies or TV adaptations. I don't care really how much I like a book. I don't really pursue the movie. I mean, maybe, but like, why? The book's usually so much better. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what they do with it afterwards as far as I'm concerned. If they make a really good movie and somebody recommends it to me, then maybe I will go see it. 23, a movie or TV adaptation you preferred more than the book. Ooh. I don't know if I preferred it more, but the last one I saw that I thought was really, really well done was Where the Crawdads Sing. And they actually did it a little bit differently in the movie. And I know why they did that. They kind of did it in a situation where they could create a little more suspense at the beginning. And also they filmed it in a national park in Louisiana. And it was gorgeous. So yeah, I highly recommend that, actually, that movie. And that was one that I did see after reading the book. And it just like almost made no difference because it just was still so good. And I saw the movie with one person who had read the book and one person who hadn't. And they both seemed to enjoy it equally. So yeah, that was really interesting. Oh, if I could get rid of that sun. Number, let's see, 24, series or standalones. Wow, I am just not in a place to take on any more series. So I'll say that right now. I'm looking for a standalone, man. That'd be fine. You know, one off and done would be okay. So, of course, you don't always have to read all the books in a series. Sometimes just one or two will do it for you. And, you know, truthfully, sometimes after the first couple of books, they kind of tend to maybe not be quite as exciting or interesting to you anymore. I think they just kind of wear out their welcome with you sometimes. And so, yeah, I would say standalones for now. Tag others. I will do that in the description. Thanks for putting up with this because it was crazy. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Happy New Year. And I do want to, again, say a special thank you to everyone who did our Christmas music tag. I think I've seen about 35 to 40 versions of that. You guys did great with it. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Happy New Year.